us our cue every time with that. Ah!
That's a good cue.
That is a good cue. Everybody, welcome to a new edition of the ABC Show. I am Attila, and this is
Brian. I was gonna do like the.
Oh yeah, sorry, I dropped the ball. I didn't catch it. You know why? Because I looked away. Damn it. These are the things that happen when we keep changing where we sit. As you notice, we got a green screen behind us, but it's kind of weird because even though Brian's sitting right next to me, his green screen is super dark and mine's all bright.
Because we're using different cameras.
Yes.
And I don't have them set to the same.
Yeah, that's true. We would have to have like one standard camera sitting in the middle for both of us for that.
And something a little bit better than these shitty USB cameras.
Nah, this would work. It's just as long as it's one camera doing both of them. You know, you don't really need like a super high definition camera and shit for this stuff. Technology's come a long way.
Actually, let's see.
What's that? You gonna try to brighten yours to see if you can match it? Oh, the viewers are loving it. We're losing Sparky by the minute.
If I lower the... Wait, no, I'm on the wrong camera. Well, I can brighten me up a little bit. Brighten my day up.
Brighten you up?
Let's see. Gamma?
But aren't you dark? Isn't that what your blotch test told you?
I guess I'm dark. Whatever that means.
You're dark.
Hey, where did you go?
Oh, see how you did? Now I'm gone. Now I gotta pop into your screen. Ha ha! Ha ha!
You went away. I don't know why.
Why'd I go away?
Huh. Properties.
Man, my fans, they're hurting right now. I hear them. Take it easy, fans. I'll be back.
Well, you can just come into my camera.
No, I want to get back into my own screen because that's what my fans demand.
I don't know why you just got the
Which USB is mine? What are my fans saying out there? Oh, they're hurting.
Your fan. That's not it.
My fans.
Hello.
What's UCam?
I don't know. Not the right one.
It's not ATI-cam.
It's not HP Cam 3110.
Ah.
Might be.
Oh, I'm coming back. Wow, look, I'm all big.
Yeah.
That's how my fans like it.
I have to re-edit this.
Yes, go ahead.
Unless you want to stay like that.
No, I look kind of silly. Like the head's just.
Hey, there we go.
You know what? Make yours a little bit bigger. Let's match them up a little bit.
Well, I was gonna.
Nah, don't make mine smaller. Make yours bigger. We don't have a guest today.
Rock stars.
Yeah, that's right. We don't have a guest today, so we might as well take advantages.
Yeah.
You know what? You should put you up there.
Up here.
Yeah.
I'll be dancing around like Bill Cosby.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Bill's gonna have to make an appearance too. So I feel like Bill could sit next to me. Oh Jesus! It could be right there. It could be right there. The cause, man.
I'm gonna take him out because we gotta have our background.
Yeah, we do. Put up my website.
Okay.
AttilaDomos.com.
Okay.
We're still doing the fundraiser. I have some really good news, but I can't talk about that yet. So I'm just gonna tease you.
Ooh, this
Brian
is actually the second time that I know something that nobody else does.
Yeah. So do you think it's big news?
Well, like I said earlier, it's huge.
Right. It is huge, and we're not just pimping something here. It really is huge news. And hopefully I can announce that at the next show. But as of right now, I got to keep it hush-hush. And, you know, Brian's sworn to secrecy. So,
I didn't swear that.
Well, you don't have to actually swear it. Once I told you, it's already assumed.
I'll keep it a fucking secret.
There you go.
Now it's sworn.
Now it's sworn. He swore in that secret. So, yeah, last time we saw you guys, we were having our dual birthday party. Birthday boy here got so hammered. Woo! You should have seen him.
That was fun times.
He was, yeah. Except like by the end of the night, he was so drunk, and we've all been there. We just kept on hanging off me.
You're good post to hang on.
And I'm like, dude, get off me. That's exactly. He just kept leaning on me, and he kept doing this thing with the thumbs, like, like what's his name from Jackass? Steve-O. Remember the tattoo he had on his back of him?
Dude.
Like, yeah.
That's my impression of Steve-O, by the way.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was absolutely hammered. In fact, Colleen was trying to get you home. It took her like a half hour to get you out of here. I too got hammered, but amazingly, I was not hungover the next day.
Somehow, yeah, me neither. Chubb was.
Oh, I'm sure he was. Yeah. He was mixing everything under the sun.
We somehow managed to get all the equipment back into this room safe and sound.
Yeah.
While I don't remember anything that.
And you didn't damage the green screen. You didn't damage anything in the room. It was quite impressive. Yeah. So it was a good party though. We had a good time.
It's also really hot back here right now.
I think we ended up raising almost $400.
Sorry.
What's the matter?
It's fucking hot.
Let's put that down here.
Hmm?
The AttilaDomos.com. You can move down in the empty space.
Okay.
So it's not like crowding the ABC show up
Hang
there.
on. Let me increase your frames per second real quick.
Why? Am I lagging?
I'm back on me again. I don't want that. Okay.
Am I lagging? Am
Well,
I doing the?
You're just kind of
Did you-
slow. Like, look how fast mine is. Woo!
Yeah,
And then
wow,
look
yours
how
is right
fast-
on.
And yours is all.
Well, that's
yeah.
life. I'm 47. You know.
Nah. Let's talk about something other than our technical fucking difficulties.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, it was a fun party, and then you went out. What? You went out the next night for your actual birthday.
Oh, there we go. Oh, now, don't autofocus. I don't want you to autofocus.
Wow, look at me, right on it. I'm moving my head. I feel like I should move this camera over there because I have it up here, but I'm never really looking into the camera.
Well,
I'm gonna try to move it. I'm gonna move the camera right
now it's gonna be all on the
Aha!
shit.
here.
Yeah, you can do that with it.
Ha 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 ha. Peoples.
Why do you need to look? Howard Stern never looks into the camera. Have you ever watched the Howard Stern?
That's
show?
the difference between Howard Stern and I. I look into the camera. Hey, I hear Csaba out there to see.
Yeah.
Yes, he's out there along with some birds. Jack having his asthma attack cough, so he must have gone for a walk. So, here we are. Oh, my head's cut off. There we go. All right, so what are we going to talk about, man? This is another totally unprepared show. Our last one, by the way, Joel was very happy with his interview.
Really?
Yeah, he was very excited. And
How what?
it was actually pretty good. Did you listen to it again? Did you watch it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
the whole
good.
part where like I was gone. I went back and actually listened to what he had to say.
It was actually it was pretty damn professional, man. If I do say so myself. So, we didn't just say, "Hey, Jack, what's going on, buddy?" Jackson,
Again.
what's up, Jack? Come here, say hi to the people. Say hi, people.
Booyah!
Booyah. What you got
That's
there?
what cool people say.
What you got?
Honeycomb.
What?
Honeycomb. Honeysuckle, I mean. Look.
Oh,
That's how you
honeysuckle.
do it.
This is like fascinating show
Look.
topic here.
Yeah, let's give a tutorial for the
That's
internet.
how you do it.
What do you do?
You pinch the end, and
Uh-huh.
then
Get it on
pull it
camera.
out.
Here,
then there's
come
honey.
into the camera a little bit. What do you do here now? Here, let me
Where
move.
should I put this?
Wherever you want. Okay, so show the people how
trying
you
to
do
put
it.
it right
Is
here
he on
for now.
camera? The camera's right here, so try to, Okay, so show people what are you doing. What are you doing here?
Okay.
You're eating honeysuckle?
You go like this. You pinch the end of it,
Uh-huh.
and then you pull it,
Uh-huh. You pull out the little string stuff.
and then there's honey.
Actual honey?
Mhm.
That's awesome.
What if you live on the West Coast?
Check me out being schooled by a 6-year-old. You are 6, right?
7.
7! Jesus Christ.
Almost 8.
Almost 8! God, I don't feel so bad now.
And bye.
Jack's out of here. All right, dude. Hit the road, Jack. All right, so so where were we?
I don't
Before
know.
Jack rudely interrupted.
I'm totally lost.
We were talking about the party. You went out the next day. What did
Yeah.
you end up doing?
Went to a bar at midnight on my actual birthday, and I had like 2 drinks.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get him to do the crawl.
I might
Which-
still do it. I don't know.
Well, it's not the same. Like you're not, you're already past that. That you lost the moment. In Pittsburgh, and I'm sure other cities have the same type of tradition, but here in Pittsburgh,
I really didn't want to go to like South Side in the bars. I just don't like people.
do I know that?
Yeah, it's bad.
But it's
bad.
still, it's the crawl. It's the crawl.
Even this place we went to, there was like these drunken idiots. If you're
In a bar, what a shock.
yeah,
Or a Steelers game, what a shock.
but they were playing music on the jukebox, like that Kid Rock, "Sweet Home Alabama."
Oh,
knockoff
Jesus
thing.
Christ.
I'm like, I don't want to listen to this.
I actually liked Kid Rock better when he was rapping.
Like
I really did. I liked
I'm not knocking him.
I'm Kid Rock. No, but I don't like
I'm
that
saying
shit
that,
he does
like,
now.
you
That
hear-
folky shit.
You hear this like song that he does, and like you don't think that people actually enjoy listening to that shit until you go to a bar and everybody's stupid. I'm like, wow, people actually listen to this and
Yeah.
think it's cool. No, it's not.
Wow, there really is like honey in here. That's pretty friggin'
I'm
awesome.
not stupid.
Oh, that's right. You couldn't wait to use the new toys, huh?
Mm-mm.
I'm not an idiot. Not really.
you find a software? Is that what you did, or did you just start clipping stuff and use it in the?
Oh yeah, I did this all myself.
You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you. Not really. Not really. Not really.
Yeah, so
It's
I can
beautiful.
certainly see Brian getting annoying with these things.
There's so much more to come. That's all.
That's right. That's right. But anyway, yeah, getting back to the thing, we were talking about Joel. He was very happy with his interview, and like I
You
said,
went back and watched it too.
yeah, he was. Well, what I did is I went in, and you know what? I didn't have to fix
Did
anything.
you watch the whole thing, the rest of it,
I did-
after he left?
I didn't have to fix anything. Remember how we were talking during the show that I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go in and I didn't have to fix anything.
Like after the computer crashed and
It cut off and then it started up again
oh,
right
so
from that point. So
like all you saw was like and like
you don't even really see an end. I mean, you almost have to pay attention
to see where it
to
cuts
notice
off.
it. Yeah.
It's
So
like
it was-
the conversation.
just
slowed that
conversation
for
like
me.
all of a sudden changed, but you know that shit happens on the show anyway. So who knows? You know,
It's
we
the
can
only
talk
thing that happens on the show.
Well, that's true. We got to get strippers in here.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody out there wants to get us strippers? Do it. Yeah. So anyway, the party we end up raising around $400. So my total for the Around the World fundraiser now is up to almost 1,000. We're like at 965 or
It's
something like that.
legit.
It is legit. It's
Once
getting
it hits
there.
4 digits, it's legit.
That's right. That's right. So if you want to help
You're a
out,
complete jerk.
if you want to help out, just go to that website right there, right over there. Yeah, AttilaDomos.com. And you can look for the Around the World tab, and then there's going to be, you can see the Around the World sponsors, everybody who threw in money, how much they donated, when they donated, all the good stuff. I actually have a couple people who are sending me checks. I told them, I said, just do it at the website. It's easier, but
Even if you send a penny, it helps.
it does actually. Yeah. Although sending a penny would also be, you're going to have to use like, how much is a stamp nowadays?
Well,
Like
I mean,
50 cents or
you can do
whatever.
it
I don't even know what it
online.
is anymore. Huh?
do it on Blue Pella.
Yeah, except no, a penny would be really, really hard to send because like WePay takes a percentage, Blue Pella takes a percentage.
How would you take a percentage of a
Of a
penny?
penny, right? Exactly. I would get like 9/10 of a penny or something like that. You know,
Would still help.
send a dime just to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's coming along, and the exciting news that I have has got to do with the Around the World trip. It's about to get very legit, maybe. We'll see, and that's as far as I can go with it. But then what else happened? Yeah, like I said, Joel was excited, and he wants us to interview Hanifa. I think that was her name. Remember we did the story on her with the acid attacks?
Mm-hmm.
When she's in town, he asked if we'd be interested to interview her. I said, yeah.
We're
I mean,
interested in interviewing
anyone,
anybody.
right? Sounds like especially like somebody legit is even better, you know. So we're gonna have to like be on our A game for that interview.
Okay, Mom.
They're busting up the show. Where are your cue cards? You need cue cards. You don't just come in here and bother people. You just hold up a cue card. You got my keys? What's up, Jack?
Yeah.
He's making
Where you
another
going?
appearance.
Leaving.
Oh, you leaving?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Love you. Ew, you're all sweaty.
See Brian.
Kid sweat. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got to do our handshake, our little thing. Bye bye.
Hey man,
What's up, dude? It's just all kinds of unprofessionalism going on here.
just leave these clamps on here. See back there
Uh-huh.
how it oozed out?
Yep,
Just let
yep,
that
yep.
harden.
Okay.
Like you'll feel it now. It's like a soft.
Chuba's here again.
Microphone.
We got him again. It's
Fidel
Chaba Castro. Infidel Castro. That's what I
Anyway.
call him.
when just leave this till like tomorrow.
Okay.
And then if you want,
That's actually what I call him.
just have Dad grab you like a razor, and you can just shave along there. You know. 'Cause,
You don't even need to, man.
like, it's oozing out. But back here, you may want to score along there and pull that off.
Cool.
Because if it's sitting in the sun, it'll reactivate and get tacky again. You know what I mean?
So my sock's gonna be stuck to it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna
So-
lose a sock every time I use
right,
this
right.
thing.
So that's what I'm saying. Before you or when you take the clamps off
Uh-huh.
tomorrow,
Uh-huh.
just score back along in there with a knife. Just get in there and then
Nobody's
peel
watching
that off.
anymore. It's okay.
Yeah, we're talking about my leg brace.
You know
Chuba
what I mean?
fixed it for me. The one pad fell out. So
But yeah, leave
right.
this clamped
All right.
overnight. Okay.
Cool.
I'll put this back
appreciate
in
it.
there. Cool.
All right, Chubb.
We're out of here.
He's out of here.
Want me to leave this open?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, we can't wait till it gets dark enough and the mosquitoes come in. That's where the excitement is.
I'm waiting until Arpad comes in here and really ruins the show.
that's how we go. Nobody uses cue cards on this damn show.
You're a complete jerk.
It's true.
So again, I have no idea where we were. Sparky and I had a really good Facebook chat yesterday.
I want to get him on here, but his every time I uvu him on his phone, it's just awful quality.
No, we can always get his audio up. But I don't know where my phone is.
Yeah, like that, like having a caller call the show.
Yeah.
We'll do that one day when we're...
I know Sparky's itching, man. He's ready to go. He's got things to talk about.
Well,
we talked like...
That's a different thing.
We chatted conspiracy theory for like probably an hour. It was good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Hopefully he looked up... I gave him some homework to do. So, like I told him to look into flat earth and stuff like that. It was just really fun. It's fun stuff, you know?
The earth is flat.
Well, I don't rule anything out. You know what I mean? So, like, some things you put more... If I, like, weigh percentages, you know, I'd be like round earth, 99.9%, flat earth, 0.01% or something like that.
Well...
But I just never know. All I know is since I was born, you know, with all the schooling in all the different countries and continents I've went to school, it's been a steady stream of lies about everything. You know? So I wouldn't be shocked if one day I find out that 1 + 1 does not equal 2. So, I'm just saying.
I don't like to live that way.
Like what?
I don't know. I just assume that, you know.
You just assume to trust authority? Dude, you were in the military.
No,
you should know better.
Not trust authority, but
you can't
rather
trust
things that make sense.
Look,
the earth is round, it makes sense. It's
sure.
a lot better.
Well,
What up, dog?
get out of here. If it makes you sleep comfortably at night to just have your belief and go with it, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, if you
I'm not saying it can't be true.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying it's probably not. So,
but it's an interesting theory. It's an interesting hypothesis. It's just fun to talk about. You know, what if? Because it opens up new scenarios. You know, and that's all it is really. But I've learned one thing because I used to be sure about so many things when I was young. And then as I got older,
I'll try not to be like sure about everything, but I just try to roll with the best ideas.
Yeah, but
until something better
but the
comes
best.
along.
All right, guys. But the best ideas aren't always right. You know, like for how long everybody was sure that the world was flat. They were convinced the world was flat. They tortured Galileo Galilei because he made the observation that we weren't the center of the universe, that we actually revolved around.
Yeah,
the
well,
sun.
a lot of that was just
mean?
That was what people made up, not what they observed.
No. People observed that, but it took you know what I mean?
Well,
it took a
people
long
didn't
time.
observe that the Earth rested on 4 pillars. They just said that.
Not to that extent, but you know, scientists actually believed that the Earth was flat for a long time until somebody came along and proved that not to be the case. You know, so I mean, you know, people's conceptions just get
as far
broken
as
all the time.
As far as we know,
Right.
Earth could still be flat.
It could be. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know.
Probably not.
I have not been in low Earth orbit. I haven't been in space. I have not personally with my own eyes seen the curvature of the Earth. You know
You see a curvature of like other planets, even the sun.
But the sun you do, but it's just a big fireball. I don't know what it is. I mean, that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Why would the Earth be any different?
I don't know.
It's hot in here.
I don't know. But I'm just saying, you know, like I don't put 100%
I'm not an idiot.
trust or anything into anything.
I'm not stupid.
You finally had a chance to use it. Good job. So I don't know. What was really funny is I started watching the whole flat Earth thing, and it's a Masonic thing, and a Masonic friend of mine actually sent it to me, and I watched the video, and going into it, I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be dumb, you know, because there's the whole hollow Earth theory, which actually, what's really funny about the hollow Earth theory, and there's a story on here that I'll share later, but scientists now have come to the realization that there's an ancient Earth under the Earth that we know. And it happened, you know, around 4 billion years ago when our Earth collided with a roaming planet. And, you know, from that came our moon. Okay? I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that's what the theory is on how we got our moon and everything. But what they found is, because initially they thought, and I don't know why they thought
that's one of those things that we really don't know.
Well, there are a lot of things we don't know. I mean, have we actually really been to the moon? That's the other thing I question now. Just for every time I look at it, there's just more and more evidence saying that we weren't. I mean, the fact that, and here's what throws everything into question for me, is that we know it's an absolute fact that Stanley Kubrick, the director of many great movies, including Eyes Wide Shut. Stanley
Never
Kubrick.
seen it.
You never saw it?
No.
Okay, well, if you want to see like something that portrays the Illuminati or what it's like on inside one of their secret meetings, that's exactly what the movie's about. It's very creepy, man. It's a creepy movie. And Stanley Kubrick was actually an insider. He was, he was welcomed into, because what happened with Kubrick is they hired him. NASA hired him to shoot fake shots of some of the moon landing. And I don't know why they needed to fake shoot any of it, but they brought him in. In fact, they had to spend, I think, $2.5 million for a special lens that Kubrick needed in order to get the shots just right. So this is absolute fact and history. This isn't like just some theory or some backroom conversation. This is absolute fact. Stanley Kubrick was hired by NASA. He worked for NASA and he shot fake footage. So to me, like, once you shoot one fake footage, that kind of throws the entire thing into question. Like, why would they shoot a couple fake scenes? I don't quite get it.
To fill in the gaps, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Possible.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
Anything's possible.
Right, of
Shit
course.
that you don't know.
Of course, but the
You can
bottom
only
line
assume.
is like, if I trust you, if I catch you lying to me one time, how can I believe anything you say after that? And that's the case with NASA. And this isn't the first time that NASA got busted faking shit, So, yeah, I have more and more. Like, the older I get, the more questions I have about NASA now, But then Stanley Kubrick also, he made a deal with them that he had to have amnesty. Basically, he was going to be allowed to shoot whatever movie about any kind of topic, and they weren't allowed to interfere with him. And in fact, Stanley Kubrick's brother, I think, was a higher up in the Communist Party. So that was also very interesting. But then he made Eyes Wide Shut, and I believe very shortly after he was killed, or supposedly died. But here's the thing: he was working on making a sequel for Eyes Wide Shut, which supposedly was going to go even deeper into the whole, secret society and everything else that he was part of. But he's been to the meetings, he's been to their rituals and all that shit, and that's what he was basing the movies on. That's what he was making them. Really interesting.
They'll definitely kill you for that.
Yeah, yeah. People died for far less than that. You know. So what was really interesting is I was watching a scene about, and it had to do with they're saying that it was a scene.
I'm surprised that Eyes Wide Shut is still available to view.
Well, they had to re-edit. The studios wanted him to re-edit to put some of the scenes out. There's some scenes that they didn't want in there. He wouldn't do it, and it's my understanding is that's why he was eventually, let go of this earth. And then they recut it and put it out the way. So the versions that you'll see of Eyes Wide Shut isn't the exact version that Stanley Kubrick wanted us to see. So there are some things that you're not going to see in that movie that he filmed and he wanted you to know about, because there was some dirty shit going on, no doubt about it. But yeah, so it's really interesting, man. So that's my whole point. Anyway, I guess in this long little rant-like conversation here is that it's very hard for me to trust government official explanations on anything.
Interview me about golden rice.
Because it's all bullshit,
Sorry.
Yeah. Let me check out some of these saved things here. Some of them are
Not
pretty
really.
funny. Some of them are good.
I love that interview.
Which one?
The one that I got those clips from.
The dude. That was funny.
Do you want to drink some?
Get all pissed
Sure,
off.
sure. Well, not really.
Oh, by the way, we have now a flag for planet Earth. That's the flag right there. If you notice, it's got 7 rings,
What,
just
the
like in the Olympics.
Flower of life.
I think it has to do with the continents, because it has the 7, like the Olympic rings, has the 7 rings. And this is the same if you count the rings: 1, 2, 3,
Well,
4, 5, 6, 7.
Well,
So,
okay.
I'm assuming that each ring probably represents a continent, how I think the whatchamacallit does as well. So, what are we looking at?
That is.
Well, you can do anything with that, but I'm just saying that the circles in there, that's what they represent, the continents.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
it
it's
also looks like that.
it's a very plain
Right,
looking.
this
it's
thing.
it's a very, very
Bada bing.
plain looking. Yeah, it's similar to that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 7.
6. That's 6.
That's
Oh, no, 7. Yeah, the circle in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, that is the same one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's a very plain. You know what? We should probably post it so people can see it. Let me send you the link. Ow, 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 ow. That's how we do shit here.
I'll do a side by side.
What do we say?
Planet Earth flag.
There it is. Beautiful. Krasiva. That's some Russian I know there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Let's
This
see
is a
what
very interesting show right now as we're
I know.
both looking
I'm
stuff
just
up.
clicking. Oh yeah. You definitely gotta post this picture without any question. You know what? Let me just open up two Facebook pages. That way it makes it much easier for me to send you this shit. Come on, man. Quit spinning. Yeah, this way I can just. I should have done this before the show, really.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna bring up these pictures now.
What pictures?
This first one is.
There we go. All right.
Okay. So here's what they're saying that the
What who's
Earth
saying?
flag is gonna be.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. Yep.
Boom. Earth
There's
flag.
there's Earth flag. That's our flag. So it's no more USA or whatnot.
And
There's our flag.
if you just go ahead and Google
It's very, very basic, very plain. I guess
flower of life, this is what you get.
Yeah, very similar.
It's the same thing. Well, why is it all opaque? Or not? What? There's no
Can
like
people see it?
background.
If you
to
put it on it, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You can put it right
Actually,
inside it.
yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah. Damn
It's
it! They
the
didn't even bother to
same.
They didn't even bother to come up with something.
That's what I'm saying. Look,
So
that's what it is.
Yeah. Very good. Post this next story, man. This is actually hilarious.
Bada bing. See, gotta have sharp minds on this.
That's right.
What?
Post the next story I just sent you. I like this
okay.
one.
Oh, I have to go onto Facebook now.
Yeah, I'll just keep that open on Facebook, and I'll just keep sending you the stories as they go.
Facebook is a wonderful thing.
Sort of. So the CIA can collect information on you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey. I'll just bring this right up on the screen.
That's what I wanted.
Beautiful. See
This is-
that?
This is legit. This woman, she's 86, and she just recently started stripping.
Well, some people are into that.
Say what?
I said some people are into that.
Yeah. But apparently, I mean, obviously, she's sort of a little phenom because of her age, and I guess she doesn't look bad for 86. I don't know. I can't imagine wrecking it, but
I
somebody
feel more
probably will.
beautiful than ever.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
there's a difference between feeling
And actually looking, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. She might be a really nice lady. I've never met her, but
I've regained my body. Wow. When
It's kind of
before have you
ET-ish.
had that body?
it's kind of ET-ish looking with long legs.
If that's the body you had when you were 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's feeling good about it. She said she was actually, she's getting obviously offers from porn production companies.
Yeah, I don't care.
So,
if, you,
yeah.
if you have a positive body image of yourself, that's fine.
Yeah, if you can cash in on it, it's even better, right?
Yeah.
So,
You're still hideous.
but yeah, so
You're a complete jerk.
I thought you are, damn it. I thought that was a kind of interesting story there. And then this next one, which one is this?
Oh, hey, helicopter.
Yes.
Maybe we
Here
should've
they come
shut that
for
door.
us.
Shit.
No, it's still gonna rattle through. It doesn't matter. Here, just don't even worry about the helicopter. The black ops and all that stuff. Just put up the next story. We got another survey basically, or a study that there's a lot of wine studies. I don't know why, but there are just a lot of wine studies, and this latest one says expensive wine is for suckers. They did like a pretty, and there's a whole video here actually, but they took like $14, $43, and $8 bottle of wine.
Okay, hold on.
What?
I'm going to play the video.
Oh, you gonna play it? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how long it is. I don't think it's that long, but it is a couple minutes at least.
Y'all ready?
Go ahead.
Let's just see what they have to say.
These are 3 red wines that are made from the same
3
grape,
minutes.
but at different prices. The most expensive is a 2011 Honed Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley.
Sauvignon.
Wine Spectator magazine rated it outstanding. And it costs 5 times more than the one on the right. So, does it taste 5 times better?
Wine is subjective.
Of course it is.
19 Vox staffers tasted and rated each of the wines, and almost half of them correctly identified the most expensive one, but that's not because they liked it more.
Very nuanced, complex. Didn't enjoy it.
Their average ratings for the cheapest and the most expensive wine, they were actually the same.
I'm glad I have cheap taste. It's gonna make my life really easy.
And this is consistent with a 2008 study that compiled 6,000 blind tastings in the United States. It found that unless they had undergone wine training, people didn't actually prefer the taste of the expensive wines. In fact, they enjoyed them slightly less.
Yeah, that's really not very pleasant.
There seems to be something about wine that can make us feel a bit lost.
It's sort of an oaky afterbirth.
And that's probably why a single movie can move the whole wine market.
That's tasty.
That's 100% Pinot Noir. Single vineyard. They don't even make it anymore.
After Sideways was released, sales of Pinot Noir jumped compared to other red wines. And sales of
That's a wine
Merlot,
champ.
Not drinking any Merlot.
they slowed down. But who decides what good wine is? There are professional judges that give medals at competitions, but they're really
This gets
inconsistent. One statistician showed that most wines that received the highest score in one competition also got the lowest score in another. This is the distribution of gold medals that you would expect if they were awarded by random chance. It looks a lot like the actual distribution of gold medals in U.S. wine
It's as good
competitions.
as random chance.
That suggests that judges often disagree with each other, but it gets worse. They often disagree with themselves. When surreptitiously given the same wine 3 times, only 1 in 10 of the judges at the California State Fair wine competition consistently awarded it the same medal.
So it's all
Wine
bullshit.
ratings published in magazines can be all over the map too. Here's how 2 top critics described the same wine in 2004.
A brilliant effort.
Completely unappetizing.
The wine of sublime richness.
Overripe aromas.
Remarkable freshness and definition.
More reminiscent of a late harvest Zinfandel than a
You just
red
know these people are
Bordeaux.
douchebags.
One problem is that not all of the wine publications require their tasters to be blind to the price and to the brand. And that matters because people can't seem to avoid associating price with quality. One experiment in Australia showed that people rated the same wine higher when they thought it was $53 rather than 16 or 6. But get this, the experimenters had actually made that wine objectively worse by adding tartaric acid.
Nice.
It didn't matter. The price tag overwhelmed their own taste buds. In another study, scientists scanned the brains of people tasting wines that they thought were either $10 or $90. In reality, it was the same wine, but when they thought it was expensive, their brains showed more activity in a region associated with pleasant tastes and smells.
So if you just assume
So,
shit's
the
expensive,
expensive wines may
you'll like
actually
it more.
taste better after all, as long as you know that they're expensive. But you can feel free to finish it if you want. I'll take the expensive one.
That's great.
yeah. I pretty much laughed through most of it because you know I've got friends. We all have friends who are wine connoisseurs and shit. And, you know, you're just like, it's fucking wine.
I like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
When I drink wine, it's like I'll get like a cheap bottle and
Dude,
it
when
just
I was
tastes
your
like
age,
wine.
when I was your age at the Big Bad Wolf days, we drank the shit out of Wild Irish Rose and Mad Dog.
Mad Dog's gross. I don't know what that other thing
No,
is.
no, Mad Dog. Well, the orange Mad Dog. I don't think they had other flavors back then yet. But yeah, I used to jag that up.
Do I have
but
to, do
Wild
I have
Irish
to put
Rose,
this up, or can we just read about it?
we can talk about it, but it'd be kind of nice to show at least a guy. Of course, in Florida. Where else is this gonna happen? I swear to
Oh,
God.
here we go, Florida. Oh shit.
Why is it almost every time we do a story, it's somehow related to Florida? But this dentist, man, in Florida, just started. He beat children. He ripped out their teeth for no reason. It's actually quite horrifying. And you know, I mean, it says it all in the headline because when you read the story, it says the same damn thing. Where's this guy? What the hell's his name? A Florida pediatric dentist and possible
demon.
Possible demon
like
from your
that.
nightmares. Made
You're a
first.
complete jerk.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop
Yeah.
that.
Is being sued by nearly 50 patients for allegedly performing unnecessary surgery on kids, pulling out their teeth for no reason. I mean, can you imagine that? I mean, I know, you know, look at that poor little
Dr.
girl, man.
Howard Schneider.
Yeah.
That's a dentist name, if I ever fucking heard one.
You know what the funny thing is? Schneider, I always think of, what was that, One Day at a Time? I think it was One Day at a Time. That was an old TV show from like 70s. Anyway,
yeah,
the one of the guys there, his name was Schneider. He always had his cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve because he was cool like that.
That's cool,
Yeah, he had a white T-shirt, jeans, and his cigarettes rolled up, you know, like Jimmy Dean style. James Dean, I guess. Jimmy Dean's the sausage guy. So, it's all good. Let's see, what else do we got to talk about?
Breakfast. He does more than just, he does like egg croissant.
Oh, yeah,
Jimmy
yeah,
Dean.
yeah. Well, now he does. Maybe back then he
I used to
didn't.
live off those.
The Jimmy Dean's. It is good. It's tasty.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not good for you, I'm sure.
No, of course not good for you, but it's tasty. I mean, how many things that are good for you are also, you know, tasty? Not that many. Some are, but, you know, few in
A lot
between.
of stuff is.
Nah. There's a lot more shit that's, like, really tasty but is horrible for you than the other way around.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, it goes back to your taste buds. Once you teach a taste bud, like, I don't really enjoy sugar the way I used to when I was a kid because I eat lots less of it.
I never really enjoyed like sweet stuff.
No, I always preferred like spicy. You know, I had more of a spicy taste. But so Ronda Rousey, is that her name? Ronda Rousey. She's the female what do you call it? Mixed martial arts chick, the one who's like badass and knocking out all the women. She actually
real badass.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's a woman.
Yeah.
She was actually entertaining fighting Floyd Mayweather. Even though she would lose, I would pay to see that fight. I really would. Only because...
I wouldn't.
Huh?
I would not pay to see that fight.
I would. That one I would.
Actually, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would just go somewhere where they're playing it, where somebody else pays.
Yeah, well, in reality, that's probably what I would do, too. But it's an expression that I would actually pay to see that fight. Because even though
I never use that expression because I would never actually pay for some of the things that I would say that I would pay for.
No?
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. You don't have to follow through on it. That's a beautiful thing. Mosquito. No, don't crush him on a nice white wall, you bastard. Like that. Come here. Come here, bloodsucker. Yeah, maybe we should close the screen door. What do you think?
Maybe.
One mosquito made me nervous.
It's probably bees and hornets and shit.
Wasps.
Flying around.
Wasps. Oh, wait till we get to the wasp story.
There's a wasp.
Well, it's more than wasp story. Yeah, it's a tough one. Which one? What story is this? Science just invented a simple way to get superhuman vision. Oh, yeah, that was kind of, I wanted to touch on that.
60-20 or
yeah,
whatever.
60-20 vision. Yeah, we kind of brought that up last week because I was going to talk about it. See into the future. It actually enables you to see 3 times, literally, further than you would normally see. Josh Duggar,
well, then what happens to your peripherals?
I don't know. I would imagine that would go see 3 times further, too.
Oh.
I don't know. But I was going to talk about Josh Duggar. I guess that's his name. But there's no point now because it's all over Facebook. That's all anyone's talked about is that Dorcas family. You know who that is, right? That's the guy. The Duggar family, apparently they had a reality show on TLC. Or they were like anti-homosexual, anti-this, anti-that.
I don't pay attention to any of that.
But, well, I mean, we are here to inform people. So you kind of got to, look at a story every now and then. So, anyways, it comes out.
You're the one that informs.
Apparently, I do, yeah.
I just sit here and
make funny noises now.
Yeah.
Interview me about golden rice.
So, apparently, this is Josh Duggar kid. And again, everybody knows the story by now. But he was having sexual intercourse and fondling and shit his sisters. So, but the best part is that the family, I guess, came out and said that, well, God has forgiven him, so everything's okay.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's all it took. It's just God forgave him, and all's good, all's well. They can move on. But
that's Christianity.
Yeah, but what's happening
that's what
now?
That is.
Right, sure. But what's happening now is apparently TLC is about to be probably sued by who the hell was that? Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. You had to have heard that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, they
try to repress it, but thankfully.
I agree. Well, I have to because it's tied into the story. Because apparently she's now looking to sue TLC because they let them go on some kind of a morality issue, and TLC was hesitant to let this family go when the shit these guys did was way worse.
It's actually funny because I found out about that. They were doing the South Park episode that was making fun of that.
The Honey Boo Boo thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I never watched a single episode
and it showed the mother like...
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta look this up, so I looked it up, and
it's painful, man.
It's weird how accurate, because, I mean, South Park's a pretty low-resolution cartoon, but that was a really accurate depiction of what she looked like. And I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I laughed.
They nail it though. Every time they do those stories, they nail it. So they're good. Former Ringgold high school guidance counselor arrested, suspected of inappropriate relationship with student. Yet another one here in Pittsburgh, and it's another female. It's another female. So I don't know what's going on with female teachers, but they weren't around when I was in school. I'll tell you that. Could have used some of them because
I don't even want to talk about that because I feel like we've already.
Yeah, it's almost every episode one comes up. It's crazy. That's why I had the story, but I'm not even going to go into it because since then
stretched that as far as it will stretch.
Well, since we talked about this one, now somebody else at Plum. I think one of the coaches was busted. Plum High School in Pittsburgh is like the mecca of children being raped. Because there's been, I think, like 3 or 4 teachers and now a soccer coach and over. It wasn't even
I keep
like
evaluating that saying in my head, the mecca of.
Yeah.
It's like people come and worship Allah while they molest children.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't think that happens sometimes?
Oh, it happens all the time.
Exactly.
That's why I keep thinking about it.
Oh, this was one of my favorites, man. Airplane dumps human feces on girl's Sweet 16 birthday party. That also happened here in Pennsylvania, but I think it was over the other side.
We talked
of the
about
state.
that last show.
Did we talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay, I may. How did we get on that
Refer
topic?
to the last show.
How did we get on that?
Because we were having an outdoor party.
Oh, okay. That's probably how it came up.
And then I made the Joe Dirt comment.
Yes, I remember now.
His asteroid
that was some
was really a
going
turd.
On. Yeah. This I did touch on this story too last week, I think, with the PETA going after the shepherd in Australia for using bad language around the sheep and stressing him out.
Bad language. Yeah, we talked about that one.
Yeah, that was good.
We're running out of things to talk about.
No, I've got a whole bunch of new ones. I just didn't know, what we touched on over there, what we didn't. Chased by a random dude on the street. Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah. We got to play this video.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah, we do. Let me, they took it down.
No!
Mother effers.
Wait, what? YouTube account associated has been terminated.
Yeah.
They terminated the YouTube account.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to explain to you what happened. There was a car chase in L.A., right? And
really?
I know. It's a shocker to everyone. Car chase in L.A.
That's where Sparky lives.
Oh, good for Sparky. So it comes to a halt in like a crowded kind of environment. All right, it's like a crowded area that basically the car was kind of trapped. But what happened is some dude walked out in front of the car and kind of forced the driver to stop. And he got him out of the car. The dude got out. He already had his hands up in the car like this. So dude goes over, gets him out of the car, takes him over to the cop. Meanwhile, the cops have they're all hiding behind the doors and with their guns drawn and shit.
That's what happens during car chase.
Yeah, but it was absolutely hilarious.
Like he's running away from a bunch of armed people. He must have a gun.
Yeah, but this guy wasn't even, like I said, he was in his car. Okay, so there's a car. It's stopped now because some dude walked out and literally went like this and stopped the car. So it was pretty cool, the guy, to not just run his ass over in the first place. So he stops the car. He gets the guy out. Like, once the guy was busted, he just put his hands up. Police cars all around him. There are cops everywhere with the guns drawn, standing by the doors.
Was he a black guy?
I believe they were both black.
Okay.
Yeah, both the guy in the car and the guy who walked out and stopped the thing.
Because I'm just going to assume what happens next. He, brings them to the cops, and then the cops just all start beating both of them.
Well, they arrest both of them. They fucking arrest both of them. And where it gets even worse is, I was
close.
Yeah. But here's where it gets even worse. You should have heard the announcers, because they were in a helicopter.
Oh,
the announcers were like, "Oh, this guy's clearly disturbed, and he's clearly mentally unstable." And they're just going on and on, calling this guy who basically just did a citizen's arrest of the criminal, and did everything except handcuff him. And they're just totally getting, calling this guy a complete lunatic. It was just, you got to see it. I'm not sure who looked worse in that video, the cops or the fucking idiots on the news team. It was just really bad. So hopefully some of you saw it out there. See, it was called Lengthy LA Police Chase brought to end by Random Dude on the street.
Random dude.
But I'm sure you can
Random
find somebody else had to somebody else had to post that somewhere. But it's a video worth seeing, man. So imagine that it was forced. The account was terminated. This was also a good one. The homeless mother who sent his 6-year-old son to a better school in the wrong town, jailed for 5 years. She was basically homeless, living under a bridge and shit, and she'd send her kid to a school that was a higher tax bracket than where she should have belonged. So they ended up basically kicking him out of school. And I think, if I remember right, they got her on some drug possession or something, but they also threw this at her. They charged her. What did they charge her? Like on stealing $16,000 worth of public school education. It's free fucking education. How can you steal $16,000 worth of free education? I mean, I was so dumbfounded. I'm reading this story. I'm like, none of this makes any sense. And I swear to God, only in America do we punish children. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. Like, a child gets accepted into a school, but he can't go there because he doesn't live in the right zip code. That's dumb. To me, I don't care if you're like accepted in a school in LA. As long as you get your ass there, you should be able to go. Wherever you're accepted, you should be able to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think that.
But no,
that's wrong. That's not. I don't know. For some reason, I think that's incorrect.
What is?
To
be able to go to school wherever you get accepted?
No.
Oh.
Being able to not let people go to school based on their zip code.
Right. Yeah, it's absolutely stupid. But again, it's more of that herding that they do. They want to herd everybody. You know, let's keep the poor where they're at. We don't want them going to like Fox Chapel and Upper St. Clair and Mount Lebanon. Let's just keep them like in the Hill District and Hazelwood and, you know, places like that. All Pittsburgh city neighborhoods. Well, not Pittsburgh city neighborhoods. It's the latter where the poor neighborhoods.
It's like stealing tap water.
Yeah. Well, rainwater. It's like stealing rainwater.
Well, rainwater isn't government implemented. Well, some of it is.
No, it is, because they've made it a law that it's all public water, so you can't steal rainwater. There are more and more places around the country now. One guy actually went to jail for it because he had a reservoir on it. He had like 5 acres or 10 acres.
I mean, you can go to like a park and drink from the water fountain, but not if you don't live in that zip code.
Right. But this dude actually, I think they threw him in jail because
You're
he
a
had this
complete jerk.
reservoir. It's crazy. Oh, I like this one too. Arizona woman sentenced for running over her husband because he didn't vote for Romney. This was a fantastic story. I don't know what kind of drugs this woman was on, but she was pissed off.
Arizona and Florida should secede.
Texas got its fair share of idiots too.
Well, Texas is the only place that can actually secede. They should have done that years ago.
Yeah, well, I would have, because they were like
I'll gladly accept Cuba to sacrifice Texas. That way we don't even have to change the flag.
You know what, though? Texas's economy is really solid. They're like the number 5 economy in the world and shit.
Yeah, well, if America goes to shit, then I can always move back there because I was born there.
You can, yeah. But I mean, I've often wondered, like, what is the incentive of Texas for staying with the Republic when they have to carry states like Mississippi? You know what I mean? All these poor states that they have to carry with their economy. Look at California. California at one time was one of the world's biggest economies. Completely fell apart now. So
they ran out of water, man.
Yeah, I'm sure that was by accident.
They don't have any rain.
So anyway, yeah, this Arizona woman found out that her husband forgot to vote. He just forgot to vote, period. So she chased him down in a parking lot in a car, chased him around, and eventually hit him and crushed him. And actually, like, obviously they're divorced now, and he's suing her and shit. But yeah, people get a little crazy.
That's reasonable, though.
Well, it is. I mean, if you didn't vote for fucking Romney, you should be run over, right?
Yeah. Romney.
That's scary.
That was actually like the first thing I was thinking about, going and finding some clips of Mitt Romney saying stupid shit.
Oh, man. Dude, get our vice president. Joe Biden says more dumb things in one sentence than,
I've never heard, I don't even think I've ever heard Joe Biden even talk.
He kind of comes across as a dick every time he opens his mouth. So, how that makes him different from other politicians, I don't know, but it does. I like this Islamic preacher. You had to have seen this on Facebook. He's telling people that masturbating men will find their hands pregnant in the afterlife.
That'd be a problem.
That'd be a problem for everybody.
Maybe he's right.
I don't know.
I'll give it a
0.0001% possibility.
Less than that.
Okay. Add a couple more zeros if you like. Whatever amount of zeros make you feel
comfortable.
I'll add
a trillion zeros.
There you go. Okay. But I'll go less than a trillion. Slightly.
900 billion.
999
billion.
999.9. Yes. 999.
I guess it's already a percentage or already a decimal. So
yeah,
it'll be a decimal within a decimal.
This was a good one. The Pentagon inadvertently shipped live anthrax to labs in 9 states. That's legit. That's real news. Inadvertently. There's oops.
Here's some anthrax.
Yes.
Oops.
Have some anthrax with that fries. I like this one here.
You want anthrax with that shake?
Yeah, that's right. Missing woman.
That'd be the new trend, dipping the anthrax in your shake.
Deep fried anthrax.
That's what they did with fries.
Oh, like, wait a minute. Sparky's messaging me here. What's he doing? Mr. President, there are reporters here. Please don't make thumbs up. It is too late, Sir K. He's like that. He's saying that's you on your birthday. All right, Sparky, way to be all over it, buddy.
Is he watching the show right now?
He must be, because I made that remark.
I made that remark how
he kept doing that
minutes ago.
Yeah, he might be. I don't know. Ask him. Let's pose that to him. Are you watching this live, Sparky, or are you a half hour behind?
We'll know in like 30 seconds.
To a minute. 30 seconds to a minute, whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, now I have the thing fixed.
What?
I don't even
Our
know.
lag is really good, man. We're like right on. Why is it so good now? I'm not complaining, but
because I restart the computer, I guess.
Yeah, I restarted the router. We got the door open so the Wi-Fi can get in here. Doesn't have to fight its way through the brick wall.
Intro worked perfectly. My little soundboard that I made.
Yeah.
Not really.
Wait, why did I
love
have
that
this story here?
I got to get more sounds though, because that's pretty boring.
Well, I mean, you just started, so.
Yeah. And that.
Oh, ha ha ha! Remember, you know how I constantly say like, the reason for our genetic differences is because we may have evolved or have been created or whatever from different apes.
Mm-hmm.
This one's kind of interesting here. A new relative joins Lucy on the human family tree. An international team of scientists led by curator of physical anthropology. Oh, don't ask me to say his name. Dr. Johannes.
Anthropology. That's like the study of humans.
Bones and shit. Yeah. Anthropology is just when they're digging in the ground and they find shit in the ground. Like they also dig for dinosaur bones and shit like that. Anyway, Dr. Johannes.
That's
Hail.
I thought you were about to say Hail Satan. That'd be a great last name.
It would be. It'd be awesome.
I'm Dr. Hail Satan.
Has discovered a 3.3 to 3.5 million year old new human ancestor species. That's always interesting. That is always interesting. So a little this one didn't come from Lucy like they claimed that we all did.
But then the Christians are going to be like, but what about the link between that and the one after that? It's like, oh, okay.
Sure. Look, as long as there's a missing link, as long as there are missing links, there's always going to be a question. I mean, until they find something that goes from quadrupedal to bipedal, there's always going to be questions. You don't have anything that's showing going exactly all the way through. They've never found anything that's in between a quad and a bipedal. They haven't found that. There's plenty of bones, plenty of quadrupedal and plenty of bipedal, but there's never been a tweener.
Have you ever seen that video of that one gorilla that was walking upright?
Yeah.
Shit happens all
Is
the
he still
time.
alive?
I don't know.
No, I think he might be dead now. He was pretty old. He smoked and everything. He didn't really keep good care of himself. But anyway, so yeah, so this is one just kind of it's just another like, oh, there are humans on this planet who didn't evolve from Lucy, So
I bet Lucy was really hot.
Maybe. You know how she got her name?
I thought that was a dick.
It did kind of look like one, didn't it? You know how Lucy got her name?
People watching can't see what's going on over there. How did Lucy get her name?
Yeah. It was a Beatles song, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. When they found it, that was like the #1 hit or whatever on radio at the time. So that's why they
I'm not a
named it
fan
Lucy.
of the Beatles, so.
Well, I'm just telling you, that's how.
But I have heard that song.
That's how the Lucy.
I like John Lennon.
Brian on his birthday. I'm live, buddy. Ha ha ha. He's live. He's with us. Well, about 30 seconds off, but he's still, he's with us.
Well, depending on how late you got to that message versus when he sent it.
Well, he probably okay.
Well, you can go over his name and
do what?
If you go over his picture right there at the message, it should show you what time.
9:05, 9:08.
And
he's close enough, man.
Yeah,
he probably sent it a little bit ago. Oh man,
we
we're
sent
just
it at 9:05.
Yes,
and we probably did that at 9:05, ish.
Yes, so it's all good. Everything's working out for the best. Okay, I'm gonna close
We
that
have
one.
one
out.
viewer.
Hey, that's all we need.
Actually, let me go back. See how many. Peak current 3.
Oh, here's the awesome story. You're gonna have to. I gotta send you this one, and you have to put the link because there's a slide that we can show. It is friggin' awesome. Awesome. Damn it.
Be there.
Oh, here we go. Here's the
Sunday.
Scheafnocker. All right, there you go. I just sent that to you. I'm gonna hold off a second till you. Or maybe, no, I'll start talking about it. Color changing thorny frog, fanged bat among 139 new species discovered.
Did you send it?
In the greater Mekong area.
I don't. Where's the?
It's right there. I just sent it.
You sent that to Sparky.
Oh shit! I did send it to Sparky. What the hell? That's bullshit. Sparky, you're fucking up the show, buddy.
Well, now he's gonna get to it before we can put it on the screen.
He's gonna ruin it for everybody.
There we go. Okay, here. Let me get it up before he finds it.
hurry.
Come on.
All right. So, anyways, in the greater Mekong province area, which is like Thailand and what else is there? Vietnam, Thailand, Laos. Dude, they found a wasp that turns cockroaches into zombies.
Cockroaches into zombies.
Yes, this wasp turns cockroaches into zombies. I don't know how they could tell the difference between a regular cockroach and a zombie cockroach.
Well, what's their definition of zombie? Is what.
Well, whatever it is, I'm willing to bet. Yeah, can people see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that bat is fucking scary looking. It might only be that big. I don't know how big it is, but it's scary as hell looking.
Looks like what's his name?
I'm sorry.
That one.
I don't know. It scares me. Go to the next one. I don't know what the next one is. I can't quite tell. Is it, I guess, coral shit in the water? Whatever it is. Go to the next one. Yeah, check out these newts. They start getting crazy. One's called like the bended toes newt or some shit. I think the next one maybe.
But is it bipedal?
No. Oh, there's a wasp. That's the one. That's a wasp. Look at that thing. I mean, it looks like
soul sucking.
It's scary enough that it could turn a human into a zombie. So we know. Yeah, check out the toes on these things. It's all bent and shit. And that snake they call it the wolf snake or whatever, something like that. Yeah, wolf snake. I'm not sure why, but it's scary looking.
Oh god.
Yeah, so these were all discovered along with like 130 some other life forms over there in that province near like Thailand and
where? Oh, okay.
Thailand. It's like Laos, Thailand, Vietnam. that region of the world. And I'm not going down there. I'm not going down.
Me neither.
I don't want to find any of these crazy species over there. But yeah, it's interesting how they just keep finding new life every time they say, well, this doesn't exist or that doesn't exist. It's like the megalodon. I will be the one to actually probably be eaten by a megalodon.
Well, that's gonna make great TV.
It will absolutely
raise a lot.
And
of
you know
money.
what the great thing is? People will be able to view actually my point of view as I'm being eaten by the megalodon. Yeah. But the good thing about the megalodon, though, is it's so damn big that it probably will just swallow me like, Job with the whale. If you're familiar with that biblical reference.
Well, it depends on how many layers of teeth go back.
Well, hopefully I can, with my kayak, elude it all and just shoot right in there. And then once I'm on the inside, I got my Wolverine claws, so I'm cutting my way out. How epic would that be? That's epic. Dude cut his way out of a megalodon. That's some Wolverine shit, right?
I imagine it wouldn't be like Moby Dick, though, where it's like you can breathe air inside of the thing's stomach.
I don't know. Job survived inside the whale, so why not?
Probably be pretty.
I mean, I take the Bible literally,
cramped
so
in there.
the fact that Job survived inside the whale, I think I can too. There's plenty of food to eat.
It's true.
And there's water. Although it's salt water, that's the only downside. I'll tap into its veins. It's got to have veins, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Megalodon veins.
Big giant. They're like pipelines and shit.
Well, if you get down there, you can touch its megalodon uvula, and it'll just puke you right back up.
Yeah. Do they have one? Where is it? I better do my research before I get on this trip, man. I mean, I just assume.
Well, let's just.
I just assume that a megalodon is like a really, really great white.
We can educate the people. Does a megalodon have a uvula just in case it fucking swallows your ass?
Yeah, that'd be really good.
How do you spell it?
There, it's already up there.
Megalodon have any predators?
Any what?
No
uvula. Predators. The damn thing's so big.
Is that how you spell uvula?
We'll go with that. It'll probably tell you, did you mean?
I don't see anything.
Well, first, I mean, I guess they would have to find a megalodon. Put in, does a great white have one? Because that's, to me, it looks like just a gigantic great white. What does your uvula? Hey, you spelled that right.
What would happen if your uvula were cut off?
What would happen?
I don't know. Let's see. We
'Cause
might
whatever
find
would happen to
something
me,
totally different.
I know. Sparky's right now going, oh, this is boring television, damn it. Talking about uvula and shit.
Uvula.
What about it?
What if someone was called Viola? You'd say uvula.
Uvula, that's right.
That was like an insult. You're
It
such
does.
a viola.
You're a
Uvula.
viola. Uvula. I
My
like
name
it.
is
It's a
Eric
nice word.
Viola.
So what did it say? What happens if I cut it off? I circumcise my uvula.
I don't know. This is like a forum, and you can't get a.
Yeah, forums suck because you never know where the thing started. I guess at the bottom somewhere, but
If you cut off, it was like one of the. If you cut, what happens if you cut your uvula off? Is like the first Google.
that's what we
thing.
want.
This is
It's
the
the same damn
fucking
thing.
Goddamn one.
Oh, you know what? Go back to that one and just scroll all the way to the bottom. See where the thing started. What?
Well, it starts here, but you gotta scroll to find a decent answer.
Oh, internet. Too much information.
Doctor cut out my uvula without my permission. That was probably
That's
that.
the guy in
that was
Florida.
that dentist. Yeah.
Schneider.
Fuck
Whatever.
you, Schneider.
Schneider. Fucking Schneider.
God damn it! You just fucking
You're a complete jerk.
fucking asshole. Why
Every
do I
now
keep
and then.
clicking on the same goddamn one?
I don't know. What the hell? How'd I get here? Ow! Jesus Christ! What the hell is that?
I don't know. that started playing.
Oh my
whenever I
god, that
clicked
scared the hell out of me. It was like stereo in my ears and shit. Started on the left, worked to the right.
I don't like that.
Fuck.
That was about snoring.
Yeah, now I'm nervous.
Uvula. Yeah, I don't want to click on any more websites.
You just never know what pops up.
You're a complete jerk.
Fucking website. Fuck you.
I'm not stupid.
No. Yeah, we are. We don't know what happens with our uvula. God, I can't even say the damn word. It's gone.
Imagine it'd be painful.
This one here kind of ticked me off. I'm reading this last night. I thought it was a spoof initially. It's not. I don't think it is. The Telegraph. I think it was actually legit. It's like a real story.
I didn't read that. I just saw the headline.
You probably saw my headline. Like, oh, great. Now I can go back, and just be paralyzed in peace, knowing that they solved the mystery of the fucking holes in the cheese in Swiss cheese. The headline just says scientists finally discover reasons for holes in Swiss cheese. So apparently it wasn't like because of mice, rats, or whatever the hell people thought it was, but it was because of hay. Little tiny particles of hay would go in there, and as they're milking them, you know what I mean? They noticed that the process actually, there are fewer and fewer holes now that the whole milking of the cow system is different and it's not open to like air where like little molecules of hay can get in there and shit. So now it's like Swiss cheese has fewer and fewer holes. But
So wouldn't all cheese have holes in it?
No, it's apparently it has to do something with the way they make the Swiss cheese.
In Switzerland?
Yes. So have they thought about making Swiss cheese on the moon? See what happens there. Or they could always fake it with Stanley Kubrick.
What if the moon was made out of barbecue spare ribs? Would you eat it then?
I would. Absolutely.
I'd eat the whole fucking
tear
moon.
that shit up.
I'd eat the entire moon.
In
and
fact,
fuck the Earth.
let's get to that story. Where is that story? Did you see this woman? She was stabbed in the eye with a fork after fight over last rib at barbecue.
That's another reasonable
Yeah, I see that
thing to
story.
do.
Absolutely.
People
man.
are reasonable nowadays.
I would have fucking stabbed that bitch in the eye too.
Yeah.
That's my rib.
The last drop of A1.
I mean, like my buddy and I were talking, it depends on how good the sauce is. And the sauce must have been really freaking good to get stabbed in the eye. He cracked me up. He's like, I'll reserve judgment on that woman until I find out how good that sauce was. It's my friend John.
It's not like a woman who ran over her husband for not voting for Romney.
Right,
That's
no, this is
100% justifiable.
Absolutely.
This could go either way depending on
the quality of the
good
sauce.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, they should have actually brought the sauce in as evidence. Like, Joanna, try this. They'd be like, damn, that's some tasty ribs.
Then the judge goes and stabs that bitch in the other eye.
Take that for wasting the court's time. Now get out of here, you silly kids and your barbecues.
I sentenced the plaintiff to 1
30
eye
years
stabbing.
without barbecue. Oh, this is another great story. Oh, yeah. This is another fantastic story. Dog meat vendor. Come on, open up. This is in China.
You sent the defendant, by the way, not the
say
plaintiff.
What?
Just in case people were confused.
What did I say?
No, it's what I said.
Oh. A dog meat vendor dies after hitting himself with poison dart.
Nice.
Yeah. They were in like offland. I forget exactly where in China. In Hunan.
Imagine
Province.
the thoughts going through your head when you see the dart go inside of your body.
Fuck the irony. He was teaching people how to kill these dogs with the dart, and he shot himself somehow. so
it's like that video. Have you ever seen the video of the guy? It was like YouTube. He was doing a video on gun safety, and he shoots himself in the foot.
I did see that.
Or the leg or something.
Oh, yeah. I love it. See, you can't ban guns because that's fucking pure entertainment. I don't know. All these crazy people wanted to ban guns.
I'm not stupid.
No. But apparently the meat is very popular in Hunan and the cities of Zhejiang, Guangxi, and Guangdong provinces.
Guangdong.
Yeah, so this dude that was it, man. He was showing off, teaching them how to kill these dogs with his dart, and next thing you know, he was part of the story.
And they ate him.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Huh? Let's see. This was actually, you know what? If we want, let's show another video. This is a little longer though. This is about 20-minute video, but it was really.
I'm not gonna show it.
No. I don't want to show the entire thing, but. So the headline reads: New York Blood Center abandons over 60 chimps, leaving them to die of starvation. And this actually happened on a small island off the coast of Liberia, in Western Africa. It's over right there with Ivory Coast, and it's basically where all the diamond shit went down. And this company here used to do all sorts of animal testing. They were using these chimps to test for what do you call it? Hepatitis A and B. And they would like infect the chimps, put them back on this island. Apparently chimps cannot swim because their center of gravity is about here. And
that's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I learned that from this documentary.
They would just always like dip forward or something.
Yeah, they can't swim. That's why, because their center of gravity is too high up. And
where's ours? Ours is like our
the
hips,
waist.
I guess, right?
Yeah, it's at the waistline. But what was really wild is this guy goes to do the documentary, right? And again, they're in Liberia, so it's like all these. I love listening to African blacks speak English. I think it's such a cool sounding English, like because it's not Jamaican, but it's got elements of it. It sounds cool to me. I always dig it. But so they take this guy over to this island, and the chimps they freaked. They must not have seen a white person in God knows how long. But what happened is the original scientist, she lived. Now, Charles, I know I'm kind of all over the place because there were so many things that would happen in this story. But they talk about basically how they set up this habitat where they were, doing this training on the testing on the chimps. And which, by the way, turns out that it was all unreliable. All the testing that they did on chimps is completely useless to humans. Yeah. And they're learning now that most animal testing is pretty useless when it comes to humans. And apparently cancer research is one of the biggest frauds. But
we all know that.
To get back to this, so in the 80s,
why cure something that you can just treat for someone's entire life?
Right, of course. So in the 80s, there was all kinds of turmoil in West Africa, mainly because of the diamonds. And Liberia, I'm guessing, probably got caught up in it just the same as its northern neighbors. And Charles Taylor invaded. And I don't know if you know who Charles Taylor is, but he's a pretty bad dude. And I don't mean bad.
Taylor.
I don't mean like in a bad way, like a good way. Dude,
he's bad, man. That guy's bad. No, he's
dude is
bad.
hardcore, man. He has I forget his army was called, like the God's army or the Lord's army or something like that, man. But they would go into like villages and literally. He would kill all the men, not just he, but his gang of
like
thugs.
Coney?
Huh?
Like Coney or whatever his name was.
Yeah, well, that guy came after Charles Taylor.
Okay.
But Charles Taylor is the original gangster of Africa, West Africa mostly.
OG.
Yeah, he is, man. But so they would kill off all the males. Any boy over the age of 12 dies, and the young kids, the young boys would be taken and they'd be forced to execute their parents and shit like that. It was just really disturbing. Then they have to like choose names like I rape women, and these are the code names that they go by. They get totally brainwashed into absolutely having no respect for women, no respect for their mother because she's out of their life, no respect for women, and they just use women just any way they want, and just they turn these kids into killers, and that's what happened down there. So whenever these people who ran this island managed to work out a deal with Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor left them alone, right? But then when, the place was freed by the next gang of thugs who came in, they just walked right in and they shot the guy. The husband of the woman who was working with the chimps. They just walked in and boom, they shot him. And she's on there talking about how, like, kind of casually, but I mean, it happened so long ago, But can you imagine, like, seeing your mother just get shot right next to you, or your brother, or I mean, it's ridiculous. And so then
I don't live in Africa.
No,
or East
not
LA.
right now. But you know what? The U.S. may not be that far away. at that rate it's going.
A few decades.
Yeah, So, like I said, the corporations pull out, and they left these apes basically to just die. But the female researcher, she stayed behind. She's working with the apes, and what the people on the mainland did is they started feeding them. They go over, they literally feed them to just but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It looks like freaking Planet of the Apes when you go in there. It's just nuts. And this white dude, he goes right. He gets off the boat, and he was gonna walk like up to land, and this male chimp dude comes, clear alpha male. He's flying out of trees, man, and he just jumps in the water. He's like, rah! Like his arms out and shit. He's like, rah! And you see, like, all of a sudden the camera's like doing one of these things.
The guy just shits himself.
Oh, dude, wouldn't you? I mean, when a male chimp stands up, he's about as tall as you and I.
Yeah.
And except like he could rip your face off in one bite and probably just break your lungs and kidneys and whatever, just rip it right out of you. I mean, those things are incredibly strong. And yeah, so you just see them like running back to the boat, and the camera's like all like doing this thing, like you can't see half of the shit that's going on. But that was the one part that I thought was funny, even though it was like scary as shit. I would have done the same thing. I just would have shit myself probably right there, But it's sad what's going on, man. But crazy. So it's actually, the story's called New York Blood Center abandons over 60 chimps, leaving them to die of starvation. So you can look up the story and check out the video for yourself. It's worth it. It's about 18, 19 minutes long, but it's definitely worth seeing it, man. It's always sad when you look over there and you see all the shit that went down with the civil wars. And Dr. Picard, who's actually associated with Blue Pella, directly worked with Charles Taylor. Not in a good way, but, trying to get him to stand down and all that shit. So it was pretty interesting cat. One day I'm going to have what's his name on here too? Dr. Picard. I just like his name.
Yeah,
Dr.
I was
Picard.
going to say.
Yeah.
It's a good name to have.
It is.
If you were to have a name.
Well, I mean, if you were a fan of Star Trek Next Generation, that was the captain.
Yeah.
Dr. Picard.
That's exactly what I thought of. I'm like, wait, how did he get in here?
Yeah, I like this one too here. That's Boulder cops declare rock stacking a jailable offense to stop local artists who spent 7 years creating sculptures. Dude just stacks rocks. So the cops rolled up one day and told him if he does it again, they're throwing him in jail. I'm like, what? So he got a hold of city council, and apparently, like, the city's attorney told the cops to back down. And
I'm sorry, little child, you can't make sandcastles here.
That's right. Not without a warrant. But you know what? We laugh about that, but you saw stories of the cops going after children selling lemonade and shit when they had lemonade stands without a permit. You've seen those, haven't you?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Oh,
That's the
yeah.
first time
yeah.
I'm hearing
okay,
about
well,
that.
look that up. It's sad, man. Like little 7-year-old kids out there selling lemonade, and police roll up and they're like, sorry, you got to close this up. Do you have a permit to do this? I'm like, what? It's a fucking lemonade stand, for Christ's sake. What, 50 cents a glass of lemonade and shit, and the city's not getting its cut. So you're going to muscle in on a 7-year-old kid now? Get the fuck out of here.
Douchebags.
Oh, this was a great one. Researchers actually discovered a 2 billion-year-old nuclear reactor in Africa. Not 2 million, not 200,000. Not 2,000, not 200, not 2 billion.
Not 20, not
no,
2.
No. 2
Not 2
billion.
months,
So
not
this
2
goes back.
days.
This goes back to that thing I was talking about before the show. See how we come full circle? How they teach you that, you know, we humans basically have been around for about 150,000 years, give or take. Which I guess that could be true, but then who the fuck left a nuclear reactor sitting
I don't know. I
in
would
Africa
need to
2 billion
read,
years ago?
Read more about that.
It gets pretty technical, man. They get into like the isotopes and this count and that count, and like uranium-235 constitutes only 0.0717%, blah blah blah. It's a lot of techno babble in there, but it is very.
The sun is a big nuclear reactor.
Yeah, you're saying that there's a mini sun in the heart of Africa?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go with that then. But yeah,
Haven't you ever seen Lion King?
I have. It's been too long, man. I forgot. You mean to tell me the Lion King was not lying to me? That was also truth?
Well, that was based on a true story. All those events actually happened.
They actually happened?
Yeah.
Simba? Simba was real?
Simba.
Damn. Yeah. How about that? What about Aladdin?
Aladdin happened.
It happened?
That was actually... It was more of a documentary.
Aladdin was a documentary. You know what? It could be, though.
It was all real footage.
Yeah. Well, you saw him jump on a fucking flying carpet. I saw that with my own eyes.
Yeah. You can't just fucking...
You can't draw that shit.
Yeah, you can't CGI that.
Aladdin was real. What about Alibaba and his 40 thieves?
No.
No?
That was obviously fake.
Obviously, it's a fake because they used a specific number 40. Do you know what that means, by the way?
40. What?
You see it all the time. You see it like in the Bible. You see it in ancient Arabic stories. Alibaba and his 40 thieves. Moses, then the Israelites lost for 40 years. 40 days, 40 nights, blah, blah, blah. That was the equivalent of us saying, man, that bitch weighs a ton. She doesn't literally weigh a ton. She's just heavy. And it was the same thing. It was their way of saying, basically the Jews were lost for many years. Alibaba had a lot of thieves, with him. That's what that means.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, it is, but yeah. I thought that was a neat little bit of knowledge to share with Sparky.
Until he comes on the show, then there's just nobody watching.
That's a bummer. I wonder if he's still watching.
Probably not.
Yeah,
he'd be messaging us about what we're saying because we're talking about him.
That's right. We are talking about you, Sparky. So that was an awesome story. I like this. This actually, you know what? Show this thing. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to send you this. See, it's much nicer when I have it set up and I could just go, hey.
I need more sound effects for when we're doing things.
You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you.
He sounds like such a dick, doesn't he? You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you.
You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you. Not really.
Not really.
I like to do
that.
It.
Well, I like the not really because it kind of like gives him an out. I mean, it might hurt you slightly, it won't really hurt.
I can even make him sound like he's in a big room.
You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you.
It is God speaking to you. Drink that fucking...
I'm not stupid. I'm not an idiot.
Ouch. Okay, pop up the story so they can see it. Only because of the picture. I want to pop it up because of the picture. Because I can talk about it, but until you see it, I think it's a very cool looking thing.
I'm like a pro at this now. I can do it super fast.
I'm proud of you.
Bam.
Oh, on this one, they got it out in the open. Yeah, check it. This is a little self-sustaining little eco-pod, dude, that they have out now. And it's got everything, like a little kitchenette, bathroom, shower, bedroom, everything. And apparently you can survive for like a whole year, and it generates its own electricity and everything. It's awesome.
Is it expensive?
I'm sure it is. And you know what? I'm sure the version for paraplegics is 10 times more expensive. Like everything else is. But yeah, this is awesome, man. See,
I like that diagram of the person.
Yeah.
That's how you sleep. That's how you sleep.
Well,
folks.
you notice that all the body parts are on the bed. Nothing is hanging over because that's how the boogeyman gets you.
That's true.
So that person right there, I'm assuming is a woman, kind of looks womanish.
Unless that is the boogeyman and that's just under
the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What are those two giant teeth doing there? Or is that a toilet?
That does kind of look like a tooth.
Yeah, I thought they were teeth.
Well, the toilet's over here.
Oh, that's the toilet?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, dude, I thought it was very cool looking.
That doesn't look like an actual picture. Just looks like a
CGI?
a rendering. Yeah.
Oh, it probably
This looks
is.
like a picture.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. It's pretty cool though.
So wait, it comes
They
with
gotta
the.
wait. So,
it
well,
comes
that
with the
folds
wind?
out. Yeah, that
Oh,
folds
cool.
out. Unless you gotta buy that separately.
I wish it was just
It
shaped
generates
like a
its
square.
own electricity. Windmills sold separately. Scroll that down a little bit. I think just to give you an idea of how big they are, they put them on these houses.
Okay.
So it's decent
So
size.
it's like
It's probably like this room, give or take. Give
this
or take.
picture makes it look a lot.
No, it looked
smaller.
tiny in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
The original photo had it like on a cliff on like a mountaintop somewhere. Where I don't know why the picture changed. That's pretty. Well, Sparky's still here. He says.
Okay.
Good man, Sparky.
I don't like the shape of it, honestly.
What?
I don't like the shape of it.
Why not?
I don't know. I
Looks
don't
like a
live in
pill.
an egg.
You could swallow it.
It's too. I don't know.
I'm sure there's.
weirdly asymmetrical.
I'm sure there's a reason why it's designed like that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you look at that thing, like everything's thought out. You know what I mean? So.
It doesn't
like
look
they're
like
using up every square inch of space.
it doesn't look like it should. Like
What do you want? More like a Kia? The Kia Soul?
yeah, something sleek. You know, this is just like a.
Well, Kia Soul's not sleek. It's a box. It's like a moving box.
Okay, so it's something more
This
like
is
like
aerodynamic.
a Ferrari.
Oh, you want to live in a
Ferrari looking.
Okay, well, you know what? If we the whole
Maybe it's the
neighborhood
color.
pitches in.
Maybe if they make it a different color, put a little bit more like
I don't know. I don't mind it. It's very
put
futuristic.
some grooves in it. You know, it's just
You're colorblind. What do you care about
it's
the color
flat.
for? Just occurred to me.
I mean, it's silver. I can see.
Yeah, there you go.
stuff,
See, so you can appreciate the silverness.
Probably.
If it was like red, it would
Well,
just
no,
look
because
brown. or
all
red.
the silver shows is the reflections.
Yeah.
Which are all in color.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can get. I don't know. Maybe it's stainless steel, dude, like the DeLoreans were. Ergo, you can't put color on it. That's the only reason the DeLoreans were silver. Couldn't paint that bitch. That was a good story with John DeLorean. How that dude was set up by GM bastards.
Fuck GM.
Yeah, you know what? That's right. Fuck those motherfuckers. Especially after, what are they doing now? Oh, you don't own your car. Yeah, right.
Ah,
Fuck
we
off.
said that at the exact same time,
Ooh.
motherfucker. Woo! That was cool.
Yeah, that was. It was like total stereo. What Lowell? What? I like this. My son and his friends are great. They always spray the house with air freshener before I get home. I like it. All right, I think we're out of shit to talk about.
Yep.
What are we gonna talk about? Hey, Sparky, what do you want to talk about?
Well,
Interview me about golden rice.
Yeah, fuck that guy and his golden rice. Fuck that. Which company was he
You're a
from?
complete jerk.
What's
That's
that?
not which company was he from?
I
I forget his name. I can see him.
just said lobbyist.
Yeah, he was a lobbyist for.
He was a
it?
lobbyist. Does it matter?
Well, no, I guess I just wanted to badmouth the company again a little more, just in case they want to sponsor around the world. This is how you guys are gonna know when I have sponsors, when I no longer talk shit on corporations,
You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you.
and I will to prove it. Golden rice. Sparky wants us to talk about golden rice.
Okay. Let's
What
talk
about it?
about golden rice.
Golden rice. Wasn't there a wide receiver on the Seahawks by that name?
I don't know.
Golden rice. Or Golden Tate. I think that was his name. Golden Tate. Who names their kid Golden?
An idiot.
Clearly.
Actually. Oh no, that was the last name. Never mind.
What?
It was a one of the faculty members from one of my middle schools. Last name was Gold or Golden.
Well, I know people named Gold. It's a pretty common Jewish name, actually. He wants us. Sparky wants us to talk about the woman who pushed her dead toddler in the swing. Wants us. I just don't know if he wants us to talk about that for hours or whether she pushed the child in the swing for hours.
Let's do both.
We'll do both.
She pushed her.
Which
dead
one is it,
toddler in a
Sparky? Let's see
swing
how on he is.
for hours.
Was the child like? Did she? What on the swing set? Yeah, we got that on the swing set. But did
We're gonna have
she?
to wait for his response.
I know.
By then we're gonna
it's like
be
talking to
about
somebody
something
on fucking the other side of Mars and shit. Actually,
well,
this,
not if you have quantum entanglement.
well,
contraction.
yeah, but we don't, so we can't use that yet. That is the most cool thing though ever. Quantum entanglement. It's good shit. On
Can't
the
really
swing set.
use it though.
Well,
Yeah.
not yet, but we will one day. If you can think of it, it will be done one day. Well, I feel like we should just have Sparky on the phone. He's got shit to say.
Yeah. Well, actually, a thing I was gonna bring up earlier.
What's that? I gotta drink some water.
Is Sparky got me into looking at the family watchdog thing. Like if you go on whatever it is, familywatchdog.us, you can.
Okay,
Yeah,
what is it?
I'll do it right now, and
There
I'll
you
bring it up on the screen.
Please do.
Familywatchdog.us show map. Bada bing. You can look up your zip code.
Okay. Do this one 15217.
Well.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll just do Pittsburgh. Okay. Search. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh, Mario.
Okay, now I'm gonna bring
What
this
is
up.
all those pins? Holy crap!
I will tell you exactly what they are right now.
Little markers.
No, not game capture. Get the fuck out of here, Downey. Window capture. Bada bing. Why do I keep saying that? That's stupid.
I don't know.
Actually, I'm gonna keep the cursor in. Oh no, I had problems with it before, so fuck it. Okay.
All right. So what are we looking at?
This.
Other than a map of the tri-state
Okay,
area.
here's the key right here.
Triangle. Sorry.
Whoa, I don't want to zoom out. Okay. So you can see all the different right here.
Offender.
Boom.
Oh, these are all the offenders? We have this many offenders in Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
awesome.
okay, here we go.
Look at all those fuckers downtown.
So, okay, where are
Squirrel
we right
Hill.
now?
Squirrel, you're right about where we are.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
we're okay here, man. We're not like downtown at all. I'm afraid to go downtown.
Well, okay, so all the dark ones, what are they? They're these ones. Offense against child. So you can go on
so I'm
here.
okay. Just don't take Jack with me.
Yeah, you can go on here and you click on them and it'll show you a picture
Oh,
of them.
Jesus.
And
these are the actual offenders, or like?
And you can go and look at the charges. Wow, that's pretty
Nice.
disgusting.
Nice.
Yeah. Photographing, videotaping.
That's a quality human being right there.
18. Oh God. See if he has any markings. No markings found.
So he's not a spawn of Satan.
Look at this guy. His name is up there. Is this harassment? Should
We're
I
gonna
get out of
get
here?
sued by
Yeah,
him.
this is illegal.
Fuck him.
He
He's an
doesn't know his
offender.
watch. Yeah, exactly.
We'll rape him.
You fucking, you videotaped child porn. You fucking creep.
He's a douche.
Who's this guy? What's the? Oh, yellow.
But if he wants to sponsor
Yellow's
me,
rape. So this guy's a rapist.
Oh, we got rape. Oh, he looks like a rapist. Look at him.
Yeah.
Looks
That's
like
the
he's
funny thing.
high.
Every time you click on one of these pictures, they look exactly like.
Yeah, they never look happy.
Yeah,
You never
charges.
get like oh,
rape, three
rape,
rapes.
rape.
I love that. It's just 3 rapes in a row.
Well, you know,
Rape.
third time's the charm, right?
6'1", 235 pounds.
He's not a little guy.
No, some of them are. I've seen like a 5'6", 112. That's pretty small.
Yeah.
That's smaller than me.
Yeah.
That is a lot. Actually, what's funny is
Let's see what we got around Squirrel Hill.
where are you at?
We should be
Squirrel?
right around
There's
here somewhere.
Forbes.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is okay. Yeah, this is like.
Yeah, there's Greenfield Avenue, so we should be. There's Murray Avenue.
Oh, hey,
And we're right around here.
there's
Ludwig
Lilac.
Street, Lilac. Ludwig Street should be right around here.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there we are.
There's Lilac.
There's
Let's
Minnedale.
see who this guy is. You know who that guy is?
No.
You ever seen him?
No. He's
Well,
on
he lives
Lilac?
right there.
What does he do?
Let's see. Charges. Unlawful contact or communication with a minor. What does that mean?
He was like, hey, you want some lollipops, little boy? Unless it happened on Halloween.
Indecent assault.
Okay.
That's
so
like
he wasn't nice when he slapped somebody or something.
indecent.
Unlawful contact with minor.
He cock slap someone or some shit.
Probably. Unlawful contact or communication with minor.
I want to
All
know
right,
what
so
that
he likes the
means.
boys.
Okay. Well, how do you know it's a boy?
Well, that's true. He might like the girls. Whatever they are, they're definitely.
Remember that face. He kind of
underage.
looks like.
He was born in '83.
Huh.
How about that? Let's see another one in the neighborhood. This is actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
We're just ousting people.
Thanks, Sparky, for showing us the disgusting ways of people.
Yeah, we're not even in our
Where'd we
neighborhood
go?
anymore now,
Where'd
are
we
we?
go?
Was that the only one around here? Fuck, I like my neighborhood.
Where was it? I lost it. Back here.
There's Panther Hollow. Keep going. Greenfield Avenue going up there.
Okay, there we go.
Greenfield Avenue. Yeah, there we go.
So
Do we have
that's
any-
him right here.
We don't have any on Ludwig Street. That's
what are
awesome.
What are these ones? Sexual battery.
Where's this one at? Hazelwood Avenue. Oh, you just knew it was coming there.
Well, here's Hazelwood, so there's not.
Yeah,
a
but
whole lot
Hazelwood
going
Avenue
on
is
in
going to take you
Hazelwood.
right up there.
Oh, there's right next to Chuba's house.
Yeah, what's going on there? What's a red? It's another offender. What was
I don't want to
red?
give
Child
like.
offender? or
Oh
whatnot?
Jesus. He looks like
He
Cat
looks like-
Williams.
he looks like a yeah. Cross. He also looks like Al Sharpton, like a skinny Al Sharpton. He's a cross of Cat Williams and Al Sharpton.
Interference with custody of children.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I
Interference
guess
with
like
custody of children.
if someone else has the custody of your
So,
child, going in.
That one might not be so bad though, because that might be between him and his wife.
Yeah.
You know. So all right. Sorry, Al Sharpton looking.
But then I went and did this right here.
Los Angeles. It's gonna probably be filled.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna look like the lights at night in Los Angeles and shit.
Let's see. You ready?
Sparky about to get nervous? Holy shit!
And this is at the same zoom.
Wow. And that's probably like half of Hollywood right there.
Oh yeah, that's
wow.
That's a lot of. Look at all these are yellow, right?
That area right there is just getting fucked up, dude.
Well, that's downtown. That's right in the heart of
What
Los
is with
Angeles.
all the downtowns being so bad?
Well, I mean, buildings are stacked, so people live like on
Well,
top
that's
of
true,
each other
yeah,
and
that's
shit.
true.
Literally, they live
Yeah,
on top
yeah,
of each other
yeah.
because they're raping. Let's look at this rapist.
Yeah, I feel safer with those guys. They won't track me down.
Charges rape by force of or fear.
Well, how is she gonna rape?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Some of these charges like rape by force. Well, how the fuck else do you rape someone? Well, I guess you could do it like Bill Cosby.
Holy shit!
There's Bill Cosby rape.
You just keep going.
And that's all Bill Cosby shit right there.
This is all Bill Cosby.
Oh, he's gonna sue
God
us.
damn you, Bill.
Bill's been busy.
Holy shit!
I love it.
These are all the places Bill Cosby raped people.
Look, nobody got raped in the ocean though.
No.
There are no rapists in the ocean. I'm safe. No one's gonna rape me while I'm swimming to Europe.
Let's see New York City. Let's see how many rapists are there.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. I mean, you got about 10 million people.
I was about to spell new like N-O-O or something.
Why not?
York.
I bet you it'll come up.
I put in your too, like
York.
like your personal belonging.
That's how I do it too.
New York.
It's the only way. Spell it like it sounds, man, like Thomas Jefferson did. Spell it like it sounds. See offenders. Oh, look at Manhattan.
Let's see, here we go. Holy shit.
Whew, that's a lot of green, man. What was green?
Let's see.
Red was like all the child molestation, right?
Yeah.
The reddish. Green was what?
Just rape.
No,
so
the green is what? Other offenders. What does that mean? Other.
Well, this is rape right here.
Yeah, but I'm talking about that's not green.
Oh, okay.
Down here's green. Yeah, see, that's where the color blindness came in.
Yeah.
This up
well,
here
green and yellow are still.
This is yellow, orange, and then this is like green and.
Okay,
aqua-ish.
what's this one right here?
Where? Where's your? I missed it. Under details.
Sodomy. What?
First degree
sodomy? What is there different degrees?
I guess, yeah.
Well, it's just a finger, so that's just third degree sodomy.
You know, that's probably what it is, though. It probably is like, you know, if you use like a wooden spoon or something as opposed to like your dick.
How is that illegal?
I don't know. How is it illegal? Yeah, wooden spoon should be allowed. As long as you put a rubber on it.
Wow.
You don't want like splinters and
this is worse than well, actually there's a lot more child molesters in LA.
Of course. I mean, that makes all the sense in the world to me.
Let's look at this guy.
The entertainment industry is filled with pretty disgusting people.
Is it me or is
this guy
like
scares me a little
same
bit.
person?
No, he's a little scary.
He looks like rape first degree.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
Are we allowed to do this?
I have no idea.
Is this okay? Whatever.
I don't know. We've already ousted like what, a dozen people.
I gotta stop.
As long as I don't have to serve a year for each asshole. No pun intended, but all the sodomy shit.
I mean,
Right.
they're on there, so they're public, so anybody can go and look. But
yeah,
does it matter if we're like broadcasting that on?
And
here?
making fun of it?
Yeah.
Because there are victims. No crime is victimless, Brian. No crime is victimless. No such thing as a victimless crime.
except for
masturbation, and when you fucking have children born in your afterlife. What if you have like octuplets and shit? I just saw a photo of a woman that gave birth to 11 children. Where's it gonna fucking stop? 11 children.
at the same time, like 11 tuplets.
11 children. There's no. I don't.
11 tuplets.
Is that what it is?
Or is it all at the same time, or just like?
Yeah, no, it wasn't
one
like
every 9
over
months?
5 years or
Okay.
anything. No, this is like she gave birth to 11 babies, like at one time, in one sitting. That's
It's like a spider
it is, man. Humans are just.
shitting out human beings,
I think some part of me wants to say, like,
like deer.
that should
turds.
be made illegal to have so many children. There's no way you could possibly support them. I'm sorry, there's no way you're going to support 11 children.
No.
Unless your last name is Rothschild, Rockefeller,
or Goldstein.
yeah, or just one of these billionaire families out there. I mean, it ain't going to happen. That's ridiculous. I mean, I will say, at least like the Mormons, when they do it, they sort of keep it on the compound or whatnot. So they actually do support those children. The same with like, what were they called? The Hasidic Jews? Is that what it is? But just basically hardcores of any religion. Hardcores of any religion. We're like against abortion and against this or that. You're messing up my train of thought.
Sorry.
But they kind of seem to have their shit together, sort of. Compared to like just the average Joe, Dick, Tom, and Harry who's out there just put one here, put one there. But 11 children. I can't even fathom
That's baby
that.
making noises. Well, not making, but
Popping out?
popping out. Yeah.
The popping out of children. Is that how it sounds? Woo. All right.
Baby making noises is more like.
There's
Depending
a lot
on
of
what.
involved.
Well, depending on
Say my name! Say my name!
depending on what show's on.
Are
Are we done yet?
I think we should be. Yeah, it's like 9:50. We gotta go
I'm
eat
done
more
with
food.
these.
We have so much food in the house now from the party and
Child
everything else.
molesting.
Which, by the way, was awesome. And I do have to. I'm not sure I gave a little thank you to Amy and Wayne Andrews for making all that food and bringing it over, and it was delicious. Just throwing it out there in case Sparky runs into them, and then he can tell them. Oh, I see Bill in the back.
Yep.
What's that signifying?
He just wanted to come and
Come and see the show.
yeah.
One Eye Bill. He's sneaking. He's peeking.
He heard
Sign up. He heard we were talking about rapists.
yeah, we were talking about
He's like,
family
rape,
watchdog.
rape. What? Somebody say rape. Somebody say rape. Oh, baby. All right, let's call it a good night.
Let's
What? Why are we still on the air?
let's end the show as like
70s, 40s. Yeah, so he's rounding second base. And, the throw comes in from the outfield. Oh, the throw off. He's coming. Overthrew him at third base. He's running home. Baseball stuff is always fun to talk. And Captain America lost the Red Skull.
You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you.
It won't?
Nope.
Awesome.
Never.
We're out of here. This is Attila signing off. Next to me is... Next week, citizens. Next week.
You can drink a whole quart of it and it won't hurt you. Not really. But not stupid. Not really.
Good night, folks. See you next week on the ABC show. See ya.